Hello, replay viewers.
Why, hello, replay viewers. Let's see. Who tunes on in? I bet you because this is the third one that the notification's not going to go out. Good to see you, Sarge Sheck, first one in the room. And Jack Volpe, Michelle King, hello. Rose Bogart, hello. Mike Anton, Jack Volpe, Cowboy Coney, CB Earth Day, Hicks Ops, Janice Flanagan, Lenora. Good to see you, Charlinks, Nana No, Linda K, Sunshine After the Rain, welcome. We're going to do a very, our yearly walk here of the Tribute in Light. Good to see you, John Law. Good to see you, Ramona. Smoke if you got him, Chiladian. Julissa. Millard Thompson, hello. Tams It. Michelle, good to see you. Dr. Michelle here. Good to see you there, Susan, out there in Minnesota. We may notice buildings like this one here. This is Brooklyn Borough Hall here. We may notice some buildings lit up in blue in honor of September 11th. You can see, if you see very closely on the front of Borough Hall, formerly Brooklyn City Hall, they have all the names of all the Brooklynites we have lost on September 11th, right there on a banner. Good to see you there out there in Minnesota. Who was that there? Susan, Gail Cohen, out there in Tucson, Arizona. Doing great, Janice. Good to see you out there in Florida, KM. But we are here. We are here for this. We are here for these right here, our Tribute in Lights. 88 7,000 watt xenon bulbs pointed towards the sky. We're going to see these from many different perspectives. Good to see you, Dindin. Good to see you, Savage Teacher. You're more than welcome, Sarge. This is my 5th year doing this on live stream. 5th year doing this on live stream. And pretty much I do the same walk every year, which is we start here in downtown Brooklyn, and then we're going to make our way down to the Brooklyn Promenade, Brooklyn Bridge. Then we go down Broadway, make our way down to Trinity Church, and then right to where these Tribute in Lights emanate from. We're going to actually go underneath them, and then we will make our way up West Street to finally finish at Memorial Plaza. Good to see you there, Robinson. Welcome. Let's do it. Let's first make our way down to the Brooklyn Promenade. We're going to cross, we're going to be going down Montague Street, now crossing Court Street if you want to follow along on the map. Triangular Farm, hello. JRB, hello out there in Connecticut. Welcome. Yeah, I've been doing this for a hot minute. I know you received 2 notifications, Audrey. Yeah, I had a ghost video go up because, yeah, had a little issue with my first stream starting. I couldn't put the date on the screen for some reason, so. But here we go, guys. I cannot believe it's been 20 years. Unfortunately, Susan, good to see you, Groovy Grandma. Unfortunately, Susan, I have tried to live stream from the Memorial Museum before, and basically what happens is, since it's underground, you basically can't get a really good cell phone signal in there. I've actually did many years ago on Periscope, tried to coordinate with the museum and work off of the worker Wi-Fi, the employee Wi-Fi, and that did not work. It was still too much, there was a lot of interference from the lighting down there, so unfortunately all the lighting kind of disrupted the broadcast. Good to see you, Tom Constantine, with a $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom. Thanks so much for paying. Actually, Jack, you just bought my subway ticket, so thank you. Thanks for sponsoring the video. As we get closer to Memorial Plaza, please keep in mind that depending on the crowds, we may have issues with the signal. So if we do, please be as patient as you can. But yeah, I personally, I couldn't handle the museum. I went to a preview event for the museum right before it opened, and I was in there for about 45 minutes until I had to leave. But good to see you out there in Bangor, Maine. Yeah, the museum is great. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Right. September 11th is not it's a solemn date. Was it expensive? Well, I didn't pay. I actually went there for free, but the museum's not too expensive. I believe it's $32. Yeah, it happened, Sarge. Groovy Grandma with a $5 super chat. And Sunshine After the Rain with a $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining the $5 club. Here we are along Clinton Street now. As the bikes abound. There we go. Fairly quiet here in Brooklyn. There's a lot of people at the memorial season. Yeah, I'm hoping by the time I get there, it'll be a little less crowded, but you never know. But we will move swiftly through the crowd. We won't linger for too long. But I hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. Good to see you, TYC. Welcome on into the show. Lady O, good to see you. Cheers. As you see, very quiet night along Montague Street.
Saturday, right?
Right, it's a Saturday. Should be a lot more people out here.
This is weird.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
And it's beautiful out here. Yeah, the weather out here is really good for dining out. Very low wind. And yeah, nice and warm, but not hot. Still hot over there. Yeah. Yeah, it was hot over here. Now it's pretty nice. Come here to Montague to grab your Five Guys. Nice. Five Guys.
No, 5.
Yeah, Five Guys. Okay. Hanging out with Coney Island Jim, the preeminent player of WMAZZ Rebel Radio. Yeah, I think so, Lady-O. Yeah, it's comfy up here. So now we're along Henry.
And it's pronounced Basha.
Basha. Oh yes, all those bands. Yeah, it's warm there. Hikes, ops. Hello there, Irevis. Yeah, Jim has a lovely voice. Jim could be on radio too.
Thank you.
Good to see Neil out there in Flatbush. You see a Lizzie K. Yeah, train's got us up here early. I was planning to start around 9. And what is it, only 8:30? So starting out early today. But a beautiful night in Brooklyn. Beautiful night in New York City. As we currently are making our way to the Brooklyn Promenade. I hear a boat coming, is rolling up that river. Hicks Street, we're crossing now. Hicks Street was the original street that the BQE was supposed to run along. But Robert Moses lost in his bid to build the BQE along Hicks Street, and they ended up building it along the cliff of Brooklyn Heights. Brooklyn Heights used to have kind of a cliff along its western waterfront. So they built right into the cliff face, and they created the infamous triple cantilever, which won the General Motors Better Highways Award in 1961, and will now have to be torn down, and they're going to build a new one. Let's see how crazy it gets with the construction.
They're not.
Right, and they're not. Right, they're not. They're doing it piecemeal. I've heard they're going to just shut down a lane.
They're giving it another 20 years.
Right, another 20 years, taking out a lane, a la de Blasio style. Right. Enjoying the Susan, it's like summer still. It's very much like summer. All right, still and it is still summer, right? It's still meteorological summer. Good to see you, Carrie. But we have a fun week of programming coming up. Next Friday, we're going to be on a tugboat from 1930, a wooden tugboat from 1930. That's going to be next Friday. Bright lights on the promenade. That is worrying me. Unless that is on the promenade. I hope someone doesn't give up without a fight. It just might. You never know. What do we have going on here? There's like a vehicle right here at the end of Pierpont. All right. So across Pierpont Place, we are now entering the Brooklyn Promenade. Thanks for sharing me out, Groovy Grandma. Appreciate it. No, I haven't seen that Nick Cage one, Will. I've heard about it, haven't seen it. Looks like we had some musicians just play here. Quite a lot of people here on the promenade. And now we're gonna go, camera's gonna get a little darker because we will be going into the ultra wide now. Good to see you there, Philip. Yeah, a lot of people here in the promenade. Yeah, it is crazy, right, Ramona? Last week you were here with me. Oh, yeah. I'm going to stop right here for a second, okay? Here we go, guys. Good to see you, Brian. Welcome. See how it goes? I'm literally panning the camera all the way up. I am looking straight up right now. But we're going to see this from many different vantage points. And this is just our first. So now we're gonna start making our way down. Ooh. We're now going to make our way down the promenade to Clark Street. And we're going to make our way onto the Brooklyn Bridge. So there's 88 xenon bulbs, 88 so bright that if you had a mirror on the moon, you will get the reflection back. Good to see you there, Esteban. Originally put on by, so right now we're looking towards the west, Susan. We're looking from the east towards the west. We're in the Brooklyn Heights Promenade.
Did you see the picture from the space station?
I did not see the picture from the space station. Yeah, I think I need to see that, Ledio. Yeah, are we buffering? I don't have a signal issue just yet, but they always buffer on the promenade. Yeah, from time to time, this signal bay buffer. These lights will stay on, just minor skips. Okay, awesome. So these lights will stay on until sunrise. It's a beautiful, clear night tonight. Beautiful, clear night tonight. Gorgeous weather. Yeah, me too there, Susan. But as I walk north along the Brooklyn Promenade, the infamous triple cantilever, in a few moments we're going to turn into Clark Street and we're going to make our way over to the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, Sarge, it's very similar weather. Ooh, there is a concert, I think, going on top of, yeah, there's a concert going on top of the blue building at the base there, that square blue building. That is Pier 17. On the bottom left-hand side. I am so caught up in the stream, we actually walked past Clark Street. We're not going to make our way down towards, what is it called, Cranberry Street.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's all right. Straight lines. Straight line. Yeah, no, we're just gonna turn right here.
Pre-VMA.
Pre-VMA. Oh yeah, it could be pre-VMA stuff, yeah.
Or the VMAs aren't really live anymore. So.
That's right. Yeah, they're pretty far away from the Twin Towers. We still did make Clark Street. This is Clark Street right here. So we're gonna leave this beautiful view here. And we're now going to make our way over to the Brooklyn Bridge. Good to see you, Maria. But yeah, the Tribune Light is quite far south of the actual Twin Towers. It's actually at the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. So like I said, Felix, it's a parking garage at the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. And we're going to actually be going directly underneath them. They use a big, expansive parking lot garage deck. And they actually do have their own power generators. As we cross Willow Street, we're right down the block from 70 Willow Street. That is where Truman Capote lived and he wrote in Cold Blood and Breakfast at Tiffany's in that house. How do I not get lost? I have an elephant-like brain that doesn't forget anything. Evil Eye, the lights are also on the other side of the west of the Twin Towers where, yeah, there used to be. When they first set up the Tribune Line, 200 West Street now stands. Previously on that site was a tent called the Taj Mahal, and that tent was where they identified human remains. Today, 200 West Street is the global headquarters of American Express. Oh, got a lot of construction going on here. A lot of resurfacing work. Yes, he's an urban legend, yes. Yes, because I am an urban legend. But right now, if you're just tuning in, we're making our way over to the Brooklyn Bridge. Did Kurt Russell ever escape from New York? I think he did. I think Snake Plissken did escape from New York eventually. Good to see you there, Charlie. Good to see you, RJ. Yeah, these all these. We're right now in Brooklyn Heights, and this is one of the first landmarked neighborhoods in New York City. As I pass the Hotel St. George, one of the largest hotels in the 1920s. There's a pool on the roof, which is still. This building is mostly apartments now. And also the entrance to the Clark Street Station in front of 2-3. What we're going to do now is where's all the crazy homeless? Well, if you believe videos that are made by suburbanites, you would think they're homeless all around the city, but there's really not. Right, they're all at the Comfort Inn. There you go. How have I been doing great. I'm glad you're here to catch a live stream. This is our, this is my 6th year doing this. This Tribute and Light Walk. Started out over on Periscope back in 2015, 2016. 55 Clark. Bom tarde Brasil, Luis Enrique. Bom tarde Brasil. And yeah, we'll keep going straight. Those are your dorms, nice. So Felix, we're headed towards the Brooklyn Bridge. Good to see you, Shields. We were just on the Brooklyn Promenade for just a little bit. Now we're gonna make our way over to the Brooklyn Bridge to get more views of the Tribute and Light. Thanks for the score update, Susan. Let's go Mets.
Sports ball.
I did remember when Mikey Piazza hit that home run out of Shea Stadium. I remember the bar across the street from my house, everyone going into the street cheering. It was a fun moment. Good to see you, Dave. Good evening, sir. The Screenshot King. I'll see you again, Millard. Once we get out of where the shops are, it gets pretty quiet. We're now going to cross Court Street one more time, and we're going to walk along Cadman Plaza West. Yes, yes you are. And Laughing Sam's Dice with a $10 super chat. Missed last night due to the replay earlier. Epic replay indeed. We had a pretty fun fireworks show. We're gonna walk down the sidewalk here. These modern apartment buildings here. Before Cadman Plaza was here, the park that I'm walking along, this was a vast trolley depot with many different trolleys either beginning or ending their runs right here. Big, massive interchange, if you will, leading onto the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oops, sorry.
It's all right.
I need that
Yes, I have. It's really good. Park Plaza Diner and Bar we're passing right now. I've eaten there a few times. Had breakfast in there, though. Never had a lunch or a dinner.
What is it, a diner?
It's a diner. Lovely diner. And again, I'm tilting the camera all the way up so you can see how far those lights really do go. Good to see you, CM.
To the moon.
To the moon. To the moon indeed. Please remember that if you comment something irrelevant to the broadcast, I will just ignore it. Absolutely, Neil.
Excuse me.
Can I say the better ones?
Use the subway to work to
You need the A train?
Yeah.
That's the closest one, right across the street over there.
Okay, thank you.
Oh. That's the blue line, the blue line. Anyone? So again, Lizzie K, they're 88 7,000 watt xenon bulbs. And yeah, they're so bright that if you had a mirror on the moon, you could reflect the light back and it will register on the light meter. Yep, High Street Station. Never forget, Jonathan. Never forget. Yeah, the High Street Station, Neil, that's correct. That's the closest subway station I am near right now. And we're actually on the other side of the park at this moment is the new Office of Emergency Management, OEM. The original Office of Emergency Management was on the 47th floor of number 7 World Trade Center. Not the best place to have an Office of Emergency Management. I'd like to talk about number 7 World Trade Center. Over 1,000-gallon reservoir of oil to keep the backup system. Power went out. So that building was just like the Twin Towers, a very highly engineered building. So one element, domino effect. You worked at 210 Geralman. Wow, that's pretty wild. We're gonna take this pathway right here. As we walk across Cabin Plaza. Oh yeah, beautiful view from Jersey also, Felix, yeah. Unfortunately, we will not be going to Jersey on this tour. We're gonna keep it here in New York City between Brooklyn and Manhattan. Good to see you, Deb. So right across the way there, I don't know if you can hear, there's a siren going off, but right over there is the new Office of Emergency Management. Actually, both of these buildings in front of us are. The OEM. Good to see you, Kenya. Oh, thank you so much, Deb. I'm still very much in denial that it's been 20 years. Now let's see what kind of scene we see here on the 138-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, I know, Neil. I have read all the conspiracy theories. Beautiful night tonight, beautiful night. All right. Now we're going to walk up the Washington Street entrance to the Brooklyn Bridge. We're going to take a very narrow staircase, which is original to the bridge. This is where 12 people died in May 1883. 2 weeks after the Brooklyn Bridge opens up, massive stampede happens, a panic happened, and here 12 people die in the stairway. All right. Onto the Brooklyn Bridge we go. Nine o'clock here in New York City. Or is that clock wrong?
No, I'm looking at the building to the right under construction.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's ugly. They built this whole big building here during the pandemic. This whole big concrete structure. It's got to be apartments. All right, so the Brooklyn Bridge bike lane. Good to see you, Marley. Brooklyn, the new Brooklyn Bridge bike lane is open.
It is?
It is. But I see people riding bikes on. I see people riding bikes here on the promenade level. Our apartments in New York expensive.
Yeah.
That's a subjective question, but yes.
Most expensive in America.
That's right, most expensive in America. That is correct.
Is that it there?
What?
The light bulb.
Yeah, down there. Yes. Good to see you, Marty. Tiffany, you can't put an average on it. It all depends on what neighborhood you're in. If the building is modern, or not, and how much square footage. There's small 2-bedroom apartments and they're very large 2-bedroom apartments. Oh, you're more than welcome. Respect the face. And good to see you, Danette. A lot of people up here on the bridge. More bicycles than I expected here on the bridge. Thank you so much, Neil. Yes. Again, home prices here in New York City are very subjective. It all depends where you're at, what kind of building you're in, what neighborhood. Is it a new building? Is it an old building? Lots of variables. Is it landmarked? You know, landmarking is a big thing here in New York. Good to see you there. Jay Jong Gold, hello. And Jonathan, we're walking eventually to the Memorial Plaza, but today we're getting views of the Tribune and Light from all different angles. Good to see you, Norman. Good to see you, Mr. English. Doing great. Good to see you, Barbara. Sorry, Dutch. Coney Island Gym just kicked off my shoe. We're gonna go. It was a bike we had to get around the bike. We had to get around the bike that was here in the promenade level. I love this bridge too. Let's go to the 5X. Or the 0.5X. Okay, the ultra wide here. Here we go. I thought the new bike lane was open. I guess it's not. Going by old. Wepa, Jose Torres, buenos Puerto Rico. Good to see you there, RJ. All right, good to see you, Josh. Good to see you, Visting. You're more than welcome. Tiffany, there is no way to get rid of what is called lens flare unless you have a filter over the lens. That's a basic in photography. RB, I do not know what you're referring to. Yeah, I don't know. He posts a lot of stuff there, RB. I will check his Facebook. Good to see you, RK. Having a great evening. Oh, you're more than welcome.
Can you get my picture?
Oh yeah, a lot of bikes on the bridge. Now that was not expecting. And 9/11 Morgan Museum is tuning. Thanks for following me on Instagram and here on YouTube. Here at the office. Yeah, 0.5 is pretty dark there, Ruth. Pete and Ruth. 1X here. There we go. Yeah, 1X is, this is the old school live stream style. This is what I'm more used to from 2016. This kind of wide angle here. But as we walk over the 138-year-old Brooklyn Bridge, steam power, horsepower, and raw manpower, that's what's built the Brooklyn Bridge. Built in an era before electricity. Modern marble. It took 14 long years to build the bridge, between 1869 and 1883. Years during which Thomas Edison invents the light bulb and phonograph. Alexander Graham Bell the telephone. The buffalo were exterminated from the Great Plains. The catcher's mask and curveball were introduced to the game of baseball. In Washington, President Chester A. Arthur installs plumbing in the White House. And in Europe, Picasso and Einstein are born. some of the little things that happened while we were building the Brooklyn Bridge. So I am about less than 2 miles from the World Trade Center right now. At first, we're going to go down Broadway and go directly underneath where the tower in light emanates from. And then we'll finish at Memorial Plaza. So you're going to see the tribute and light from many different angles. As we come to the center, the virtual beehive of activity this evening. Lots of photography, lots of people taking pictures. And we're going to stop right here and take in the view the best we can here in the very center of the bridge. Here we are. Brooklyn Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. Maria. It's a crescent moon right there. Got the crescent moon over New York Harbor, Statue of Liberty, down off in that direction. A lot of buildings here in New York are lit up in blue in honor of September 11th. He was screaming fire, by the way. Good to see you there, Perry. You're more than welcome. But now, as we got to look towards Midtown right now, and we'll go around the buildings of Midtown here. As you see, all of them lit up in blue. And work our way to the west. The first blue building, that is the Bloomberg headquarters, and then that white box right next to it, that is the Citicorp Center. Then we have that white pyramid-like building, that is the Chrysler Building. Then directly to the left of that is 432 Park Avenue. That white line, low in the skyline, that is the MetLife Building, formerly the Pan Am Building. Lit up in blue at the very top, 1 Vanderbilt Street, looking absolutely gorgeous. Amongst all the towers, that one lit up tower, kind of a brownish color with a white line on top, that is 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Coming up next, in the center of the screen, of course, the one, the only, the Empire State Building. Blue tower with the red at the base of it, that is number 4 Times Square. And as we keep on going in this direction here, we have the cluster of skyscrapers off in the distance, Hudson Yards. And what's that there? 7 West with the blue top on top of it. I believe that's 7 West, I could be wrong. Let's get one last view here from the middle of the Brooklyn Bridge. A lot of people. More people than I was expecting. All right. Let's make our way over to Broadway. Check Norman's Facebook. Good to see you, Max. Yeah, we had a wheelie right next to us. Good to see you, James. Yeah, pretty wild up here on the bridge. So many people up here. A lot of people up here. Yes, they could be seen from the International Space Station, and if you had a mirror, you could bounce the light off of the moon from these 88 7,000 watt xenon bulbs. 44 for each tower representation. Good to see a residual aftermath. So here's something I do not recommend. Once you step foot on the superstructure of the Brooklyn Bridge, you are committing a felony. And if the police do see you do that, you are subject to a $1,500 fine. Good to see you, John Hardy. And in the blue building down here, yeah, that is Pier 17, South Street Seaport. Down there at the base. Whee. Well, welcome, sunshine, after the rain. All right, very, a bit, it feels like it's definitely a late day in August here on the bridge. Definitely a very crowded day. Very crowded up here on the bridge. This is illegal. You're not allowed to have one of these mopeds here on the bridge. So Sarge, we were at the center of the bridge. I didn't zoom into the Statue of Liberty, but the Statue of Liberty looks great. I'm not going to zoom into it right now because it is kind of crowded up here on the bridge. I just want to I want to keep moving.
Yeah, I know.
So if we get a vantage point of the Statue of Liberty, I will at one point zoom in. It's a great example of people who want to get on the stream. Let's just swerve and walk right in front of them. Anyway. So Alberto, we are right now about to walk underneath the tower of the Brooklyn Bridge. So right now we are underneath scaffolding, so we cannot get a view of it.
I'll show you when we get off the bridge.
This is just like a normal day in summer. New York is beautiful. If I miss a comment, sorry about that. There's a lot of pedestrian nonsense going on here on the bridge. And because there's supposed to be a bike lane that's open. Oh, there we go. All right, we got a bad signal area we just came through. So please bear with the signal as we go around the city here, because we may have issues from time to time. Hello from Brazil, everyone. It would be nice if there were some police on the bridge, yeah. There's actually absolutely none. I have yet to walk past a police officer. A lot of traffic here on the Brooklyn Bridge right now. This is like the middle of a day out here. This is like middle of day kind of traffic. Middle of day in the summertime kind of traffic here. Good to see you, James. Good to see you, Robinson Lopez. How do I describe the vibe? Very, at this point here on the bridge, very tourist-like. Nothing out of the ordinary that I see. Yeah, my office does have a lot of people on it. Oh, yeah, we gotta navigate here. I can't read that. Yep.
Here's the part of the bridge that
Ooh, people walking too slow for me. Gotta get around humans. Yeah, let's not talk about that, guys. Watch the video and find out. We're not going to talk about my previous live stream right at the moment. Yeah, very sad. 20 years ago. Kind of crazy. Cash's channel, hello. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, can we hold on 1 second, please? I'm gonna mute the microphone. Sorry about this, guys. I gotta take care of something here. Stand by. All right, guys, sorry about that. There's something going on here. I have a situation going on here. I'm perfectly fine, guys. But yeah, having a situation here, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I had to mute to talk to Coney Island Jim about some stuff here. So, but we'll continue on here as we make our way off the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? I'm okay. I'm okay. But we're gonna hang out in City Hall Park for a little bit here. Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. It's okay, guys. Up the Brooklyn Bridge here. Wall Street is close by. The lights stay on until sunrise. And now we got to get a vantage point here from City Hall Park. Thanks for subbing to my contact there, Safari. Good to see you there, Natasha. Yeah, just like Brooklyn Heights. Yeah, the view's pretty amazing. A lot of people on the promenade right now. So a lot of people here on Brooklyn Bridge. We're going to see if our water guy is here. Foley Square is to the right of me, just up the block.
I don't know. Have you played already?
And
Okay, I don't even have his phone number. I don't know his address, but I think something we need to send him.
all right. Please hold, guys. I have to mute you once again.
Please let me know.
Ice cold water, $1.
Ice cold water, $1. Our man is here. Good to see you, man. Happy Sunday. Happy Saturday. All right, we're gonna make our way over to City Hall Park now. But our dollar water guy is out. I just want to get off this bridge. There's so many people out. And I may need to cut this broadcast short. Bloody hell. All right, right behind City Hall here. United States opened up in 1812. Hello there, quiet reader. But now we're going to get a vantage point of distributed light from City Hall Park. Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Let's see what happens. Hello there, Lucy. As we walk down Park Row, we're going to go into City Hall Park now and chill out for a few minutes here. Good to see you, Brendan and Paolo. Oh, City Hall Park closed? Did they close City Hall Park? All right, guys. Entering City Hall Park. It's cool. I'm walking around now focusing on the memorial. Lots of people over still that way. Yeah, I'm trying to kill some time before actually getting there. It looks like City Hall Park is closed. And unfortunately that it is closed right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to make our way down Broadway to Trinity Church. But we're going to stop when we get to the bottom here, Park Row. But we will be ending the walk in Memorial Plaza. We're just going to hopefully wait out enough time here so that we could, yeah, very long comments I kind of can't read, so it's kind of tough for me to read long comments because there is a lot of people around me right now. All right, we're going to hang out right here at the base of Park Row for a few moments because there is a view right here. Good to see you, Myrna. Okay, I'm not gonna move for a few minutes. I'm not gonna move for a few minutes.
I already was
Okay.
my thought.
All right. There it is. So right now we are at the end of Park Row. We're right across the street from the old JNR Music World, and directly across the street. Look over at the Bulworth building right here. Tallest building in the world in 1913. As the bells of St. Paul's Chapel ring. By the way, the music is coming from the hot dog vendor. Beautiful view of the beams. So I forgot, this time of night is the time of night when all the motorcycles come into Lower Manhattan. So you may be hearing a lot of motorcycles here. Yeah, Lewis, that is the hot dog vendor that I just shown. It's way more than 700 feet high there, Felix. You gotta walk down. You good to walk down Broadway? Okay. But yeah, the hot dog vendor is playing the music. Get one last view here. Well, going by all the horns in the street, then yes, life is continuing on. And hey guys, if you're watching my stream and you're DMing me about a personal situation, I can't really answer you right now. So please feel free to DM Coney Island Jim. So the tribute in light is made of 88 7,000 watt xenon bulbs. The bulbs are so powerful that if you have a mirror on the moon, you can reflect the light back. Yeah, you know I'm not in Bay Ridge with all the honking horns, that's for sure. We're gonna go down Broadway. Oh boy. Again, if you're watching the stream and DMing me about a personal situation, please direct message Coney Island Jim and he will inform you of what we know. I cannot answer you guys personal questions here on the chat. We are going to go past the 9/11 Museum, Neil, when we get to Memorial Plaza. Good to see you, Mighty Bull. We're now going to make our way down to Trinity Church. And then we're going to be over, then we'll make our way slightly over to where the tribute in light emanates from, which is the parking lot. Brooklyn Battery Tunnel parking lot. And then we'll make our way up West Street to make our way up to Memorial Plaza. So we will be ending, but as you see, we're here in front of St. Paul's Chapel now, and they have some kind of, traffic is nuts right here. They have some kind of art piece here going on. We're gonna stay on this side of the street though right now. The J&R was great. I used to buy all my hard drives from J&R Music World. Today, one of the spaces that used to be J&R Music World is currently a Halloween Spirit pop-up store. St. Paul's Chapel is beautiful. One of the oldest buildings in New York City. This current St. Paul's Chapel was built in 1897. So now we are at Fulton Street. There's #1 World Trade Center. And again, guys, if you're writing paragraphs in the chat, I cannot read a paragraph of text walking here on the streets of New York. And I do need to focus on what is going on around me. So try to keep your comments as short as possible so I can be able to answer them. Also, if you leave comments in other languages, I unfortunately cannot respond to your comment if you are or Spanish. Weather is holding up very nicely. It's a beautiful day today. Good to see you, Phyllis. Roger, we're not going to talk about that. Please, no conspiracy. If you go rummaging through all my old videos, you will no doubt find my stance on that. I have mentioned it before. Mike, no, it did not, and please do not put any conspiracy theories in the chat. To sum it up, you saw the world's moderators. So yes, please don't If you understood the engineering behind the Twin Towers, you would understand why they fell the way they did. But we're not going to go into that right now. But now I forgot this is the hour when all the motorcycles start coming in to town. And somebody is blasting music. Yeah, Volvo Tango, don't work. Please don't answer it. Let's not have little fights and quarrels in the chat, please. Weather is nice. St. Paul's Chapel does look nice. We're making our way right now down to Trinity Church. There's a really cool view of the Tribute and Light next to Trinity Church. We're right now walking south along Broadway, approaching Liberty Street. Our friend Double Check is currently behind, they got some fencing over there set up. So unfortunately we cannot go say hello to Double Check at the moment. Our good friend, our 9/11 survivor, a statue called Double Check. Beautiful night, Phyllis. Okay, let's keep it respectful, please. I would appreciate that. As I approach Cedar Street and the Equitable Building, so a nice little breeze out here. You love New York, me too. Thanks for tuning on in. Yeah, I love Zuccotti Park, yeah. Yeah, Zuccotti Park seems to be fenced off at the moment. And they had to move Double Check to in front of One Liberty Plaza. So he's now in a slightly different spot as he was on September 11th. He's up the block from where he used to be on September 11th. What time is it? Jocelyn, you will see the time in the chat periodically. I do lose track of time when I begin the live stream. As we continue to make our way south along Broadway, we are now approaching. Thank you so much for the time check, Jonathan. So here we are at Trinity Church. I'm just about a block north of Wall Street right now. So you can get an idea of where they really are here downtown. But look at this view here in front of Trinity. It's pretty cool. And we're now approaching Wall Street and Broadway. Yes, there is a beautiful interior to the Duane Reade, yes. I've been inside that Duane Reade many a times, Neil. All right. Here we are, folks. We're going to get our Trinity Church view here. And no doubt I am not the only photographer. Absolutely, Guy Hammond. So here's Trinity Church, and here's the Tribute and Light. And the Bailey with a £3 super chat. The Bailey, thank you so much for the three pounds. The Tribute and Light will stay on until sunrise. I would love to say hello to Alexander Hamilton's grave, but it's still neat. Yeah, Alexander Hamilton's grave is underneath that tent over there. They're cleaning up his headstone. And Myrna Bergen with a $3 super chat. Myrna Bergen, thank you so much for the $3. New York is awesome. Absolutely, Sarah. Absolutely, Quiet Reader. Hello from Brazil. And Volvo Tango with a $9.11 super chat. Volvo Tango, thank you so much for the $9.11. Yeah, Alexander Hamilton's buried there, as along with Robert Fulton of Steam Ferry fame. All right, so now we're just about a block over from the parking garage, and we're going to get ready to hang a right here. We're going to get ready to hang the right and make our way over to the parking garage where this tribute and light emanates from. Casey Dawson with a $1 super chat, and Southern Hippie with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Southern Hippie and Casey, for the $1 and the $5 there. Thank you for so much for super chats. Yep. So you got this? It's like music being played around here. Go down this really narrow street here. Parking garage here. And we got some really loud music here, so I'm going to mute for just a moment here. Yeah, hey guys. We have a car with very loud music where we could see the base of the tribute and light. So again, I'm going to mute the camera before I get for a moment here. Please stand by. Thank you so much for the super chat. Again, there's a car playing music very, very loud. No doubt you can hear it right now. I have to literally yell over this, so unfortunately due to copyright, I'm gonna have to mute this again. So again, I'm just gonna show you some views, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna mute the microphone. Here we go. Thank you so much for the super chat, Maria. And as you see, the crowd is looking all in that direction over there because there is a motorcycle playing very loud music. So again, the sound was muted because of the loud music. The music is just at volume that I may get this video taken down. So I will mute the video again. Please stand by.
One more.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, the camera is muted because the music is just that loud. But we're walking underneath the battery parking garage right here. This is the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. We are now directly underneath the lights. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna somehow make our way, Okay guys, we're gonna make, I gotta keep moving here and keep talking over the microphone, over the music, because again, it is very loud and I may get this video taken down. So I just gotta keep going here, keep talking over it. The music is, I think it's very disrespectful, Deb. Is it the dead end? All right, so let's just go up the block and make the right. I mean, make the left. Yeah, he's just DJing. DJing. All right, we just gotta keep moving here because just gotta keep moving here. Let's go up one block and then we make a left. Okay. Yeah, I know, Dave. I know you guys hear me, but the music is very loud and I have to make sure to completely talk over it because it's very clear and loud. Yeah, guys, you clearly don't understand what it's like to live stream outside. I am not in control of people's music setups, and the music is incredibly loud. So there is no way for me to, in the future, mute random music that I encounter in the streets. Again, please try to keep your comments short. I cannot read a whole paragraph of text. But right now we're going to make our way over to West Street. Okay, now we're getting away from it. I do have you guys, and the microphone system, one is pointing forward and the one is pointing towards me. Yeah, I know. No, the music's loud and clear, so YouTube can very quickly take down the stream. So that's not no if you know that's not no playing music in yeah, Vanessa, let's not talk about it. We're just gonna keep on moving. Okay, we're gonna somehow try to get across West Street. Very tight street here to get down. And Washington Street is a beehive of activity. As we look down Washington Street, and we're gonna try to cross west now. And we'll get some views from West Street here. And then we'll make our way up. We'll make our way up to Memorial Plaza coming up next. Again, I can't read a paragraph of text. There's a lot going on around me right now. So, but now I'm going to try to make it to the other side of West Street here. That's where I am right now. All right, so now we're on the other side of the parking garage here. Got to go in the ultra wide here. That footbridge, we are now at the base of the Tribute and Light. Just got to make sure nobody goes through this red light here. This is awfully. This is. All right. We're going to hang out here for a moment here before we get the light. And then we're going to cross the street. But here we go. Let's look up at it again. We are directly underneath them now. Again, this is the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. It's pretty amazing quality there, Bobo Tango. No, this footbridge here was actually built as a temporary footbridge not that many years ago, and so many people use it that they have kept it. That's right, the Hugh Carey Tunnel. But who calls it the Hugh Carey Tunnel? Am I right? All right, we're gonna hang out, get one shot right here. Muscle cars here going. Good to see you from Ecuador. Good to see you, Lake Nona. Yes, 88 7,000 watt xenon bulbs. More than welcome. Automobiles are awfully loud. No meaning behind the number of xenon bulbs, of 44 bulbs to each tower. Each tower is square, if you will. And again, the xenon, I believe, has noble gas in it. I'm not 100% sure about that. All right, let's get a couple of more views here from West Street, and then we're going to make our way north to Memorial Plaza. But first, we're going to go just right over here. Yes, the lights come off the top of a parking lot, Jimmy. Here we go. One last view here, guys. Where are the lights? Right here, Michael. Or Mitchell, right here. Please be patient as we maneuver to get different shots of the tribute in lights. Be patient. You will see the tribute in light as we make our way around it. But we are here at directly at the base of it here at the Battery Tunnel Garage. So we're directly at the base of it right now, guys. So again, if you don't see the lights immediately on the screen when you tune in, please be patient. You will see them. But here we are. We're here on West Street, right across the street from the entrance to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. How tall are the lights? That I do not know, but they're very tall. You can see them from about 60 miles away in any direction. And if you have a mirror on the moon, you could angle back the light back down and it will reflect back. So I do not know what building this is right here. I know it's a commercial, I'm sorry, not commercial building, a residential building. But they're very, very tall. I am literally putting the camera as far up as I can. But the lights can be seen from the International Space Station, and the light can be bounced from the moon. We will be going, Michael, we will be going to the memorial in a few moments here. We will be ending it at the memorial. But yeah, those people do have a front light to the seats. Some front row there. Casey Dawson with a $2 super chat. NYPD, FDNY indeed. I want to give a shout out to the only woman officer to die at the World Trade Center on September 11th, Morris Smith, Bay Ridge's own. There's a picture of Morris Smith helping people escape the World Trade Center before she passes away when the North Tower collapses. But I can literally I'm literally putting the camera straight up right now. And it goes all the way up. You okay? Okay, we're gonna go, let's go north, let's keep moving. All right, guys, now we're gonna make our way to Memorial Plaza. So please be patient if you do not see the tribute in light right. Transitioning to Memorial Plaza right now. That's where we are going to next. You're more than welcome, Gregory. Thank you everyone for tuning on in. A lot of people gathered in this area here to get the view of the tribute in light. A lot more people than I was expecting. Have a great night there, James. I forgot this is the hour when all the motorcycles come into town. Loud music. If there is a lot of people in Memorial Plaza, I will kind of make my way around the outside of it, around the perimeter of it. But we will be ending inside of the Oculus. You're more than welcome, Sammy. I mean, for all of us here in New York who are here, it's a very relevant, very real event. And I do live in New York City all my life. Check out my YouTube channel. Born and raised here in Brooklyn, New York. The crickets do make for a night's ambiance. Have to agree. And now we're making our way up to Memorial Plaza. Jackie Olivero, doing great. Always remember, exactly, Dave. If you're new to my channel, I am a licensed New York City tour guide. I've been a full-time licensed New York City tour guide for 9 years. Born and raised in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. My specialties are Coney Island, the Brooklyn Bridge, and Central Park. May I ask where I was when it happened? I was home. And I just got home from work. And yeah, watched the South Tower collapse on from my roof. And I didn't exactly know what I was looking at. It felt like it was in slow motion because I live about 8 miles to the south of the World Trade Center. I still do have a view of the new One World Trade Center, which is right here. There's number 1 World Trade, also known as Freedom Tower. Freedom Tower, a nickname. Remember that it's not the official name of the building. And since we're waiting for the light here, good to see you, Jerry. I'll turn around here and we'll get a view just from the north here along West Street. I was 21 years old. Yeah, this is the hour of loud motorcycles and loud engines. Very loud. And Betty Cummings with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you to you. In memory of your cousin Robert Spiesman, who was on a plane that hit the Pentagon. Richard, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. My deepest condolences. Number 2 World Trade Center has not been built yet because we're waiting for an anchor tenant. We will see the base of number 2 World Trade Center before we enter the Oculus. I will point it out. But they have reverted back to the original Norman Foster design for number 2 World Trade Center. But number 1, number 7, number 4, number 3 World Trade Centers are completed. The World Trade Center Performing Arts Center is under construction. That's technically number 6 World Trade Center. To be a hybrid structure of apartments and a hotel. So we're now underneath the last bit of original World Trade Center right here. This is the footbridge that links the World Trade Center with the World Financial Center. This was built in 1989. Number 7 was the first was the first building to be rebuilt, and it's also the only building for its namesake that is on the original plot of land. We're not doing a whole twin tower design. We're doing a design that focuses on Memorial Plaza. So we have here a lot of motorcycles here. To me, this is pretty disrespectful to the people we have lost. Number 1 World Trade Center, number 7, number 3, and number 4 World Trade Centers. In this area here, number 2 will go up. You know what? This kind of happens every year, guys. We tend to be down here around the same time. What is it, around 9:30 now? And this is the time when all the motorcycles come down and all the loud people playing very loud music comes down. They have now officially, they have stopped northbound traffic along West Street right now. It is the most annoying sound ever. They have effectively stopped northbound traffic here at West Street. Yeah, wait. Yeah, 10 o'clock. There we go. Thank you so much for the time check, guys. You're more than welcome, guys. I think this is, every year I see this, I think this is very disrespectful also. I agree. Number 2 World Trade Center. They're all being named by their number. So they're all not going to have names. They all have, they're all like the original World Trade Center. All the new buildings at the World Trade Center will be named by number. I don't know if Memorial Plaza is open or closed. I think it's open. I agree with you, RJ. All right, we're just gonna kind of survivor tree right now. And there are people playing music right, which is, not gonna lie, very disrespectful. All right, so here we're gonna see a couple of the memorials within the memorial right now. So we're starting here at the southwest corner of the World Trade Center, and as we walk down in this direction here, this is called Memorial Glade. This is in honor of all the first responders who we have lost since September 11th. You see these rocks jutting out of the ground here, Manhattan schist, and roughly here on the area where I'm walking would have been the ramp for all the recovery efforts here at the World Trade Center. There's a lot of people here, so I'm going to try to keep moving here, but we're going to get one view here of the survivor tree, which is right here, a Calipari pear tree. We're going to go into the ultra wide here, and I'm going to let you guys just take this in for a moment here, and we're going to get a view here of all of this.
It shows you through the window.
Everyone's like everywhere here, so wait, let me get to my one little spot here. I have my sweet spot here, so please bear with me here as I position myself here. All right, so here is our survivor tree. You see, went to the wide screen here, so it got a little bit darker here. But right behind it, we're right here. We're right by the South Tower right now. Doing great, Cash. There's a lot of people here, Tony. I will keep moving here eventually, but I just got a couple of views in here. Why is it called Survivor Tree? This tree survived both collapses of the World Trade Center. About 3.5 weeks after September 11th, the construction workers that were cleaning out the site noticed that the tree was still alive. And so they rescued the tree and they nursed it back to health. They sent it up to a nursery in the Bronx. And then about 10 years later, it was returned here to the World Trade Center to be incorporated with some 274 white swamp oak trees that comprise Memorial Plaza. And from where we are here, I'll give you guys a little bit of perspective of where we are. So survivor tree right here, in this direction here, this is the South Tower Void. Number 3 and number 4 World Trade Center would have been the tree would have been planted right over there where number 3 World Trade Center rises today. Where we're going to walk floral arrangements all around. Too close to the, we're not going to get too close to the voids today because there's simply too many people around here. So I want to keep kind of moving here. But yeah, the tree is a sign from God. I agree. My favorite tree in New York. So we're gonna begin to wrap this up here, but we're gonna get a couple of last views here. I'm passing right next to the museum entrance right here. The museum entrance is directly, believe me, this blue structure you see there, that's number one, that's the base of number 1 World Trade Center. And then if you see it, then right next to it, there's a construction site. That is the World Trade Center Performing Arts Center, and that is also lit up in blue. Wow. So a lot of our skyscrapers here in New York are lit in blue in honor of September 11th. The World Trade Center Performing Arts Center, a dynamic structure which has movable acoustical walls, and soon to be opening up in about 2.5 years. And as I look to the right here, there is our Oculus. So blue is in honor of our first responders. Well, we're going to go around this way. Okay. No, it doesn't still smell like death here. But in the months after, while the World Trade Center was still burning, it definitely did smell like death. I could personally attest to it. It smelled like a combination of welding and diesel exhaust. So if I smell a combination of that from time to time will set off my PTSD. And I have been on tours where we've been stuck behind like school buses, and I just start crying. So as we make our way here on our right-hand side, this is where number 2 World Trade Center will eventually rise from. But the Oculus is looking amazing. We're going to get a view of the Oculus from across the street. We'll get one last view of the Tribute and Light, and then we will go underground and end this live stream. I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. We're going to get a couple last views. Walking towards Church Street, and I'm walking straight in the middle of Fulton Street right now. We're going to look at all of them, Safari. Relax, guys. We're going to do a whole 360 before we go underground. There's too many people in there for my liking right now. Beautiful city indeed. All right, let's get our last views here before we go underground. So here we are along Church Street. And we have our Oculus right here. And if we look straight up, we can see that Tribute and Light peeking on in. If we look towards the west, 1 World Trade Center. Number 1 World Trade Center with the blue needle on top. And number 7 World Trade Center just to the right-hand side. And as I begin to pan down, you will see what will soon be number 2 World Trade Center. And then behind there, under construction, is the World Trade Center Performing Arts Center. But there you have it. We're now going to go underground for one last view of our tribute in light. And Rose, you'll make it out here. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go into the Oculus. And I'm going to do what only about 60% of people do in the Oculus, and that is actually use it as a train station. The other 40% literally only use it to take pictures in. During normal times, up to 250,000 people will use the Oculus, also known as the transit hub, to connect to trains to the path, the Fulton Street Transit Center, and also to the yellow line and the red line, the R train and the 1 train. A lot of traffic here along Church Street. I'm completely overwhelmed by everything that's going on, guys. So do I know why the Oculus looks like this? It was designed by Santiago Calatrava, and it's meant to invoke the spreading wings of a dove.
Okay, can you give me any other information? Okay. Okay. You can go.
All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna go into the Oculus. I got a mask up now. So please bear with me, give me a moment here. Of the World Trade Center. We want to welcome Lenora. All right. It's a gorgeous structure. It is beautiful out here. All right, let's hop on the train here. Gotta get out. It's a lot of people out here, guys, so I'm getting a little bit anxious here, so I kind of want to get out of here. Let's get one last view here to Tribute and Light. There's a whole big congregation of people right now at the entrance to the Oculus right now. I'm gonna let that clear out before trying to get in there. So let's look at let's take a Tribute and Light one more time. It's right behind number 4 World Trade here. And we have lots of motorcycles making loud noises. More than welcome, M&M. Glad you guys enjoyed this.
Hello.
All right, guys.
Hello.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna shut off the live stream now because there are just a lot of crowds in the building. I don't know if I want to
Okay.
still be on for this.
Okay.
But hold on, guys. Yeah, we'll get one last shot here. I'll be right inside. I'm gonna. All right. Yeah, let's get. Hold on one second, Patrick. I'm sorry, man. You gotta go. You're more than welcome, guys. Let's get one last view here of the Oculus. As you see, all done up in blue. Let's get one last view here of Oculus. If you're new to my streams, make sure you follow. Make sure you hit that notification bell because I don't know what I'm going to go on next. But here from the Oculus, this is Dutch Moss signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved ones, cherish the moments. And good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are. I'll see you guys soon, folks. Bye-bye.